I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in place to be. What's good? What's good, everybody? Back again. Salute everybody. So, is Zach LaVine the missing piece for the New York Knicks? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about who Zach LaVine is as a player. Let's talk about what the Knicks need and if both of those things can coexist in a championship type of way. Who is Zach LaVine? Who is Zach LaVine? Miguel P in the building, DSJ in the building, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights is in the building. Who is Zach LaVine? In a good situation, Zach LaVine is a highly efficient walking bucket. Zach LaVine is in a good situation, Zach LaVine is a 99th percentile athlete. Who is Zach LaVine in a good situation? Zach LaVine is a above average defender, playmaker, ball handler, 3-point shooter. Yo, LaFleur is in the building. What's good? Salute. DSJ, I hear trolling. He must be out of Newports in Puma sweats. Salute to DSJ. He is the fourth backup dancer for that group, third base. Salute. Right now, DSJ is probably stepping to the AM. Salute to DSJ. Salute to DSJ. Probably somewhere saving the world. Zach LaVine. Corey Lee is in the building. Salute. Salute, Corey Lee. And when I say these things, I know what most of you are going to say. Nah, that's not the Zach LaVine that I saw. I saw Zach LaVine as such and such and such and such and whatever, whatever. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I know y'all see Zach LaVine as one thing. What I'm saying is another thing. But what I'm basing my stuff off of is this information. What I'm basing it on is information and not perception. This right here, what you're looking at, is Zach LaVine's 2023 numbers with the Chicago Bulls. I decided to go with this one because this is more of a full season than the injury-plagued season that just passed. Excuse me. I'm basing this on the playoff type Chicago Bulls and not the play-in Chicago Bulls. I'm basing this off of when the Bulls were good and not when the Bulls were bad and very injured. In that season, at the rim, Zach LaVine shot 69% at the rim. 118 of his makes, 118 of the 278 field goals that he made were assisted, for an assisted percentage of 42.4%. That means 57.6 of those were not assisted. Louisiana Knicks in the building. Miguel P says we can't afford another injury problem. Yep. I feel you. I know where y'all going with this. I know where y'all going with it. I know where y'all going with it, right? But what I'm gonna do before I determine whether Zach LaVine is the missing piece or is not the missing piece, I would like for the conversation to start with facts first. Before we add perception, I want to add data. Right? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing about any non-Knick player. Any player that doesn't play for the Knicks, do we judge them on facts or do we judge them on perception? Do we judge them on facts or perception? Right? Like, what is our perception of Karl Anthony Towns? What is our perception of Paul George? What is our perception of Donovan Mitchell? What is our perception of Trae Young? What is our perception of Josh Giddey? What is our perception of Zion Williamson? What are our perception of non-Knicks players before they get here? And then how do we view those players once they get here? Right? What was our perception of OG Anunoby? Our perception of OG Anunoby was one thing before he got here, and it's another thing now that he's here. It's like I keep telling the original DSJ, right, that he needs to make a song called "Now That We Found Love, What Are We Going to Do with It?" What was our perception of OG Anunoby? And did those perceptions change once we found out he was traded here? Narratives can dilute true value of a player. No lie. Hand to the man. Listen, narratives can dilute how you feel about a player. And then when the player gets here and does the same thing here or better, we embrace it. Isaiah Hartenstein is a classic example. Journeyman, Euro big, some passing, some talent, some skill, right? But the Mitchell Robinson loyalists will tell you, nah, he'll never start over Mitch. But when Hartenstein got here, once we found love, what are we going to do with it? Right, exactly. Once Hartenstein got here, our narratives changed. Once he got here, our narratives changed. Julius Randle was a cast-off big by the Lakers. The Lakers cast him off. He wound up in New Orleans. Right? He wound up having a decent season in New Orleans. He came to the Knicks, and now Julius Randle is a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA player on a team that looks like they're going to contend for a championship. These are facts. These are facts, everybody. Just because somebody plays for another team and you may not see a impressive result doesn't mean that that player can't come here and help get you the impressive result that you think. Oh, Miguel P hit it right on the head. Miguel P says Julius is a lottery pick that played on teams with no patience. He is now in his prime. We win. What if I took out the name Julius and entered Zach Lavine's name? Zach LaVine is a lottery pick that played on teams with no patience. He is in his prime now. We win. See how that works? See how that works? Julius is a lottery pick that played on teams with no patience, right? He is now in his prime. We win. What if I draw a line through Julius and write the name Zach? See how that works? See, the thing is, the reason why we win is because all those teams that were not patient with Zach or were not patient with Julius were teams that were not built correctly. They just were not built right. Lonzo Ball out due to injury. Kobe White developed slow. Patrick Williams developed slow. Your best player overall, Alex Caruso, is coming off the bench. You signed Vucevic for unreasonable money, so that handcuffed you with other moves that you could do. You traded the kit and caboodle for Vucevic, and it didn't make you better in terms of record. And E. Gibson says, our front office is not dumb enough to make a move like LaVine for Randall. Whoa. Easy, big fella. Nobody said trade Zach LaVine for Julius Randle. Easy, big fella. Nobody said that. What I said was scratch a line through Julius's name here. You could also say the same statement for Zach LaVine. No one said trade Julius Randle. Easy, big fella. Whoa. Yeah, nobody's saying that. Bully is in the building. Yeah, nobody said that, man. Nobody's talking about trading Randle. I'm against trading Randle. Let me tell you, I'm against trading Randle. I'm just going to keep saying that every show so people can understand my stance. Just because I engage in the conversation with y'all don't mean that I'm with you on it. Right? I'm not for trading Randle. I am pro Randle. I am the Randle apologist, period. Nobody in Knicks universe loves Julius Randle more than me, period. I've been saying that for like 4 years already, 3 years. Will I criticize him? Yes, I'll criticize him because no one is above criticism. No one is untouchable in terms of correction. I mean, we're all human beings. Nobody is perfect 100% of the time except Corey Lee. Nobody is above criticism except Corey Lee. That's it. No one person is perfect 100% of the time except Corey Lee. That's it. Period. That's just how this thing works. I don't make the rules. I just go by them. I'm a rule follower. I'm not a rule breaker. Our thing about Zach LaVine though is, if I can find it, let me get Zach LaVine back up there. Let me get Zach. Yeah, our thing about Zach LaVine is on a team that is even close to being a winner, his numbers are impressive. On teams that are even remotely close to being a winning team, Zach LaVine's numbers are super impressive. Zach LaVine is a 59.7% layup maker, contested or not. He shoots about 60% on layups, whether they're contested or not. And here's the thing, for Zach LaVine's layups, only 99 of them were assisted. Right? So about 37.5% were assisted. That means he gets to the rim when he feels like it, everybody. Do the Knicks have a player that can get to the rim from the perimeter whenever he feels like it and make those layups at a high rate? Do the Knicks have a guy that can get to the rim whenever he feels like it and make those layups at a excellent rate for a guard? The answer is easy. No. No. They can't. Here's another thing I want to point out about Zach LaVine. His field goal percentage by quarter is what I want you to look at right now. If I can get this stupid pop-up. Oh, God. Come. Okay, there we go. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There we are. This is what I want you to see right here. This is what I want you to see right here. Look at Zach LaVine's field goal percentages by quarter. Quiet Money is in the building. Is that Bully in the chat? Yeah, that is Bully. Yes. Yeah, shout out to Bully wearing the Balenciaga shoes. Shout out to Bully and the thick Balenciagas. Shout out to my man Bully. My man Bully out there setting the trend, out there wearing the thick Balenciaga shoes. One thing about Brooklyn, they know style. Shout out to Brooklyn. They know how to. Shout out to Queens, New York. Shout out to my man Corey Lee, rocking the thick Balenciaga shoes for show. Shout out to the 718 boys for rocking the new thick Balenciaga shoe. I never thought they would do it, but they set the trend. They definitely set the trend. They talked to me about wearing the thick Balenciaga shoes, but I cussed them out off rip. I'm a grown man, dog. I'm not wearing no mess like that. But that's me. Now they are fashionistas. They'll, you know what I'm saying? They love style and stuff. They'll do that. Bully said Corey Lee is out here wearing the open toe thick Balenciaga shoes. Corey Lee out here wearing the open toe thick Balenciagas. What the fuck? Corey Lee wearing the thick open toe Balenciaga. Salute to Corey Lee. He in the building. Yo, oh man. Hey, salute to King Ribby, fresh out the shower. There is no human being on earth cleaner. There's no human being on earth cleaner than King Ribby. Every time you call him, he's like, yo, man, hold on, man, I'm fresh out the shower. You ew, bro. Why you answer the phone if you fresh out the shower? Ew. But that's his thing, though. Salute to Brooklyn, New York. Salute to the greatest borough that God ever created, Brooklyn, New York. Salute to Bushwick, Brownsville, Flatbush, Crown Heights, Red Hook, East New York. The list goes on and on and on. Yo, that man says Bully is in Atlantic City rocking a Skechers tracksuit right now with the pink and yellow Randalls on. Oh boy, let me get back on track, everybody. Let me get back on track, right? So what I want to show you is not his 3-point percentage, right? But his field goal percentage for a guard. His field goal percentage for a guard in the first quarter of games, he shot 48.3% on 387 attempts. In the second quarter of games, he shot 52.3%, closing out halves. Third quarter, 46.7%. Fourth quarters, 47%. So what does that mean? Right? That means Zach LaVine is an efficient player inside the arc. What does that mean, Uncle Freezy? That means when the 3-point shots are not going, instead of continuously dribble, or taking 19 3-pointers a game, that man puts the ball on the floor and goes to the rim and makes them. The downside to this, right, is Zach LaVine is not going to be your closer. If you get Zach LaVine, he's not going to be your closer. Zach LaVine is a secondary playmaker that needs to be next to a primary closer. And when you force Zach LaVine to be the primary such and such, you get those narratives that Knicks fans constantly throw out there about any non-Knick. He's not a dog. He's not an alpha. Zach LaVine's not a dog. He's not an alpha. Zach LaVine don't have that dog in him. Zach LaVine this. Zach LaVine that. Zach LaVine's not Giannis. Okay. Cool. Zach LaVine's not Luka. Okay. How many Lukas are there? Zach LaVine is not Kawhi. Cool. How many Kawhis are there? What if you already had a dude that is a closer and you just want to be in the game? What if you just need a relief pitcher? If Julius Randle is your starter and Zach LaVine is your relief pitcher, and all you needed was a Mario Rivera type closer, could you live with that? I could live with it. Would I prefer to do it? No. Would I prefer to do it? No. But at the same time, I noticed down the stretch of games, we needed a Zach LaVine type. And Alec Burks and Deuce McBride couldn't provide it. And I'm sorry to call them out by name, but in this case, I had to call them out by name. Just Knicks is in the building. Just Nick says, I disagree. Spider is better. Right. So we could do a Spider show, but right now I'm talking about Zach LaVine. We could do a Spider. Trust me. You think I don't want to do a Spider show, bro? I'm the biggest Knicks Spider fan there is, I think. But since we're talking about Zach LaVine, I'm just going to keep it to Zach LaVine, though. None other is in the building? What I want to point to are the facts, though. Just the facts. Right? I'm not going to speculate here. I just want to talk about facts. Right? And here are facts. Zach LaVine shoots 52 or shot 52.3% in the second quarter. He shot 47% from the floor in the fourth quarter. He shot 48% in the first quarter. Zach LaVine shot 39.4% in the fourth quarter and 41.9% in the second quarter. Just Nick says, how do I become oh yeah, let me show you. I can show y'all that right now. Let me do that. I've been meaning to do that, everybody. I am gonna show everyone how to become a member. The member show on Friday morning is gonna be lit, y'all. I'm just telling y'all right now. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to blow it up. I'm gonna blow this up so you can see it. All right. So when you go to the Lawrence Tears YouTube homepage, you'll see several options, right? Now, you'll see some of the options are for me only, like customize the channel, manage videos, those are the editor options. But right there, you'll see the join option, right? You'll see the join option. I'm going to shrink it a little bit. Right? So you should see me right there on the screen, and you'll see the join button right beside the Lawrence Tears logo. Click on it. Join. Bim. That's how you join right there. Click on that. You'll have your options: veteran, GOAT. So there's a $199, $299, and $499 option. Click on that, and that's how you get started. I have to do mine too. I have to reset mine also. But that's how you join right there. Click the join button. Click the join button. Bim. Click that join button and then come hang out with us for the members only show. The members only show on Friday. We are going to discuss the goodness of Jalen Brunson. How good is Jalen Brunson? How good is Jalen Brunson? That's what we're going to discuss Friday morning. That's going to be very, very interesting. So for those that want to contribute the $199, the $199 to become members to help channels like mine and others, fight YouTube. You can click on the join button for $199. That's like if you'd have saw me, if you see me in the street somewhere and you just bought me in Arizona, like, yo, dog, you look thirsty, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying your man in Arizona or something. Anthony D in the place to be, NBIC in the place to be. What's good? Anthony D says, why are we fighting YouTube? Anthony D, you already know why. Corey Lee knows why. Corey Lee knows why. We can do the 718 boys for an hour and 10 minutes, and YouTube gives us $0 advertising dollars for the entire 70 minutes. Corey Lee can speak to that. He's seen it. Anthony D in a place to be knows why we're fighting YouTube, because you can do old school Knicks on Sundays at 11 o'clock from about 11:05 to about 12:35, 12:40, and YouTube won't give you a penny for advertising dollars. And I'm not going to get into all of that stuff because I think we're already shadow banned by YouTube anyway. right? Like certain Knicks channels talk about absolutely nothing, and they'll have 12,000 views, and legit, I'll come in on a live stream, read y'all comments, and conversate with y'all, and then the show will have 400 views. It's the way the world is, man. So, I ain't gonna fight it. I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna try to be the best Knicks content creator with y'all that I possibly can. And whatever the rules are, we'll try to follow. But in terms of return on what we spend money on, for the most part, we just got to pay that out of pocket. Whatever. Whatever. You know. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all already know there are other Knicks channels out there that legit will clickbait y'all to death. Won't even acknowledge y'all unless y'all won't even acknowledge y'all. And they'll have 12,000 views and people lining up to get ignored. Yeah. Yeah. For YouTube, honestly, for YouTube, I think you have to be splashy. So I got this one coming. We're going to talk about Brandon Ingram also. It's just we're doing it from night to night, just dedicating an entire conversation to certain topics. Right? We're just doing a deep dive on certain players. That way we can have the conversation directly and not in passing. I'm gonna put the link to the joint right here. Salute to everybody watching us on X. Salute to everybody watching us on YouTube. So we'll do the Brandon Ingram conversation. It'll probably be either next week or the week after. Right? Neither next week or the week after. I want to do Brandon Ingram. Right? I also want to do the Devin Booker conversation. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do Devin Booker. Kev Guapo is in the building. I'll be right. I'm gonna go get one of those sparkling waters. I'll be right back, y'all. Bim. NBIC says, not to get off topic, but why does everyone think we are better than we are? We are a mediocre team in a weak East, no title contention in sight. We are just playoff bound. Oi! Now take that, everybody. Take that. Shots fired. How you like them apples, Corey Lee? Now. E. Gibson says, Ingram makes 33 and 36 mil next 2 seasons. He disappears at times and has injury issues as well. Justo is in the building. Justo says, adding a potential 24-point per game scorer, 45, 36, 85 splits for just salary filler. Why not? King Imbert says, listen to your takes on MBK about 4 years ago and instantly subscribe to your channel. This is the best Knicks channel out there. Just want to show my appreciation. Thank you. Hey, man. Listen, man. King Imbert, man, listen. Y'all have no idea how excited I am to see y'all. This is what, and if y'all think I'm BSing, you can ask Corey Lee and others, otherwise, King Ribby, about when we have telephone calls and how I speak about y'all. And this is not me pandering to anybody. Right? This is not me pandering to anybody. I don't have to pander to anybody. I have a good life. Right? I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. Right? I'm blessed. Right? I don't have to pander to anybody, but legit, my personality is this. I like to see other people win, and I'm okay with it. Right? I don't mind other people. I don't mind other people rocking the spot. I don't mind sharing the microphone. I don't. Right? When other people win and do good, I'll stand my ass up and clap. Because in my hard-edged humility, I guess I call it that. I can call it hard-edged humility. I guess that's the name of it. I don't mind watching and sharing with others. I don't mind sharing with others. That's just who I am. As a matter of fact, I'm about to share right now. Yeah. Look out your window. Knicks fans is on your block. Y'all know the Knicks run the city. Pull them shades back. Look out your window. Look down there on the block. That's Knicks fans right there. It's about that time. It's about that time of the week where you get ready for your work week with the man that is so smooth he does not require a chaser. Your main man, the real, still the real Anthony D. And your main man, Jersey's finest, the hood representative, Uncle Freezy. fellas. Salute.
Salute. Peace to you, God. Peace to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm up here with the Godfather, Anthony D. Esquire.
Yeah, and not the shoe polish either. Not that Beijing, not that Beijing that make us look young either.
I'm proud to be a silver fox.
Salute to the Beijing.
Beijing.
Salute to you guys, Corey Lee, Uncle
Yeah.
Freezy, my brother from another, Nick fans,
For sure.
everyone in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Freezy, what was that term? Humble humility. What was that?
Hard edge humility.
Yo, I had to hop on. I think I'm gonna have to use that. Hard edge humility for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And yeah, Leah tell you, I'm a straight shooter because I know in the world we are full of people that like to finesse us. People try to finesse us all the time, right? Finesse you one way or the other. Like they slick talk. They only rock with you because they want to get a certain thing, and once they got that certain thing, they gone.
Yep.
Right. With me, I'm a straight shooter. Like if I think you finessing me, I'm not gonna mess with you. Period. Right. At the same time, if I mess with you, if I say you my man, if I call you my friend, bro, you my friend for real. Even through like weird ups and downs, whether I'm going through a down, whether you going through a down, whatever, I'm a friend. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people show up in the chat, and they hear me talk for the first time, they think I'm a cornball. Right? Man, that dude, that dude, bro. Nah, man, it's just how I am. Like, if you call me cornball, that's fine. I'm not soft though. Like you ain't just gonna want it. Ain't never gonna be that because I will throw these hams, right? But the thing is,
stop it. Man, it's not ever gonna go there.
The thing is,
big. Goliath to come try to bring thunder.
How did we get to throw these hands?
Like people, like I'm legit. When I see people in the chat, like when I see people like Kev Guapo and King Rippy and the son of the legend Kerry Cox, when people show up in the chat, I legit be excited to see them. Like those my people. I don't think of them as viewers or subscribers or moderators or whatever it is. Like when they show up, I'll be glad to see them. Like when the son of the legend Kerry Cox show up, I'm like, man, get your ass in here. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see AD in the chat, I'll be like, man, get your ass in here. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Lee. I'm like, come on, Lee, come on, bro. Like I have called Corey Lee 8:00 on a Sunday morning before, maybe multiple times.
And wake up and like, yo, what's up? I'm ready.
You're right. Right. Hey, Justo 11, thank you for the generous contribution. He says Ryan Dunn was in the Knicks facility cooking. You secretly work in the front office. Also, no one mentions OG on one leg, but want to give him the bag, but not a PG Lavine Ingram cause of injuries. Bem, we gotta have a lot. We gotta have a lot of hard conversations this offseason, bro.
Yeah, you can hold on to Zach LaVine.
Yeah, man. You
could hold on.
And Nick says it's too early in the morning. Nobody out here trying to get dusted up, bro.
Freezy been watching since Freezy saw that Japanese hitman take out Wilder. It was like, yo, it's on.
Boy.
It's on. It's on.
Sweet,
what I told you,
Mother Jesus, how'd that happen?
AD, what I told you, bro. I told you, right?
I watched it the other day, and I just want to say something. I've never been the biggest Wilder fan, but when you've reached the pinnacle, you know what I mean? When you've reached the pinnacle, because when you're the heavyweight champion of the world, that the title really is, I'll bust your ass. You know, and he did that, and I just want to see him walk away from it now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I told you, right?
Yeah, I just want to see him walk. I
Mm.
don't want to see him get hurt. I just want to see him walk away from it now. When
He
you're
shouldn't have took
losing
it.
to,
He shouldn't have took this fight right here, bro.
yeah, but you know what? Him and his people thought, he's slow, he big, da 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 da. It's gonna be easy work. It ain't gonna be nothing sweet. It's always like that because you and your people can't see it. All y'all see is the dollar signs.
Yeah,
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And to see him, that man got spun around.
he was
One
out.
shot,
He
the
was
first
out
shot
before that last
spun
punch.
him around. Yeah, the
He
first
was
shot
right there.
spun
He was
him
out.
around.
He was out on his feet right there, bro. Because you
Yeah.
saw he was waving his glove at the referee.
It,
When you go back
was
and
it
look at it,
was
right when he got hit, bam, he looked
yeah,
spun around. He was waving at the ref like, "Hey, man, what y'all doing over here?" He was out already. As
yeah,
soon as he did that, bro, the ref should have jumped right in between them, bro.
yeah. Just go sit out, go raise your babies. There's a nice little exhibition circuit out here. Sit out for a little while and come back on the exhibition circuit and get a little soft check. And because that was, oh, he got spun around like a top.
Yep.
Joe,
Yep.
y'all killing me. Y'all killing me.
And
Y'all
that's no,
killing me.
like I said, that's no disrespect. You know what I mean?
No,
But
no, I don't.
when you seeing a former heavyweight champion get rocked like that, not by somebody that's of equal stature, you know what I mean, but by the run of the mill.
AD, you'd have beat that Asian in the eighth round, bro.
That dude was nothing he's nothing special. You know what I mean? That he's
He's
nothing
just big, bro. He just
he's just
big.
big. Nothing special. So shout out because I've heard some people take some nasty little shots at Wilder, and I don't ever want to do that because you ain't never gonna do that with Wilder in your face.
Yeah,
Ever.
I'll do that
You
with
know,
Wild in my face.
well, you're gonna
Mm.
take a nice, you're gonna be
Right,
you and him can settle that. You and him can settle
right.
that conversation.
Yo, and I say that because
I
I
hope you
have
got some headgear on when you saying that. That's all I'm
nah,
saying.
man,
Please.
nah, man. I got a lawyer who eat cases.
Okay, that's what's up. Yo, you right. You
I got a
right. You
lawyer who's
right.
undefeated, bro.
You right. Yo,
I got
hey,
a lawyer that's
I
undefeated.
ain't mad at you. You right. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
forgot about that part.
Yeah,
You
man.
right.
Bruce Seldon fell down from a phantom punch and was never seen again.
Ever.
Collected
Mm-hmm.
that 8 figure
Yep.
and was like, life is good someplace else.
Right. And just
Hey.
hey, just real quick on the Wando thing before we get back to Zach Lavine saving the Knicks. Um, yo, you got to think about that Wilder is a franchise, bro. So while he is like, yo, I think I'm one correction away from being a champ again. Everybody around him that's making money, like the people around him that's making six figures, they're like,
Mhm.
yeah, champ, you one correction away. We back, baby, we back, champ, you the man. Because their
Yeah.
livelihood is pinned to that man livelihood, bro.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know it. Boxers have the original entourage.
Yep, yep.
They got some
Mm.
you wouldn't even believe it. They got somebody for something. They got somebody to bring the games, somebody to buy the console,
Mm-mm.
somebody to schedule the pedicure, somebody to they got there's a
Somebody
lot of
need a
people eating.
pedicure. They got all of that, bro. All of that
Yeah, there's a lot of people eating off of a boxer.
off of a
You
boxer.
know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
yeah.
just
Oh
like I
Lord.
said, yeah, you
He
just hope that Wilder was able to secure some of that money because he was the one taking the punches.
Facts.
he don't
Period.
he don't, bro. You can tell he don't.
I
Because
I,
he's
I
still
hope.
fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can only just hope. You know what I mean? Because we done seen a lot of dudes. And we don't talk enough about the stories of. Look at Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes owns Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yes, he
basically.
does.
Since I was a kid, Larry Holmes this, Larry Holmes chicken and waffles, Larry Holmes that, Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes got a 5th grade education.
Yep. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Lennox Lewis, all these guys, bro. You know what they have in common, bro? Business savvy. Right? They have business savvy. George Foreman had to learn through the school of hard knocks. He didn't start out that way. He ended up that way. That man sold his name for $200 million for the grill.
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
Yeah. But unfortunately, most times it's not that way for a boxer. They don't end up like that, for
Yeah,
the most part.
Mike Tyson, bro. Outside of his addictions, that if for anybody that have like addictions and stuff, trust me, your struggle is not your own when it comes to addictions and stuff, right? Right. But even Mike Tyson getting into, he owns Dwink Water, right?
Wow.
And the Mike Tyson podcast is crazy.
Hilarious.
You never thought Mike Tyson created the dry ass white boy for your podcast. Not everybody got the dry ass white boy on their podcast, bro. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. I've been looking for a dry ass white boy for like 5 years. I can't find one. All the white boys I find have flavor.
Nah, you just got this dry ass high yellow dude over here. Stop.
right. Yeah. So, but AD, the Zach LaVine thing, I think is the Zach LaVine thing, I think, is one of those things where the Knicks were backed in the corner for so long that we were Knicks versus everyone for so long that I think sometimes we bypass talent that can actually help us because they were the enemy for so long. Right. And during that time where it was Knicks versus everyone, we were not winning. Right now that we're at a cusp of where we're winning, I think it has to be less about, I don't like that dude because he played for the Bulls, or I don't like that dude because he played for the Celtics, or I don't like that guy because he made them faces when he played for Brooklyn. I think it's got to be about talent acquisition and doing whatever it takes to get us back to the top.
I agree with you, but in 100% everything that you said, but I don't know if Zach is the person that I'm gonna look for that for. But the first thing is I want to know his injury status, and I know there's an injury, but there's a difference thing between injury and chronic injury.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Chronic injury means you'll never be right again.
Okay.
It's kind of like when Detroit traded for what's my guy from the Clippers? That was the overall #1 pick, the slam dunk champion.
Blake Griffin.
When Blake Griffin, when they got Blake, the Clippers had just gave him a whopping contract. Blake was like, what, 27, 28, something like that?
Yeah.
Blake must have dunked twice over the next 7 years.
Right.
How Detroit got out of that deal, beyond me.
Right.
Because he had a big contract, and you see what I'm saying? So if you're the Knicks, and we've hammered this point, and we're gonna continue hammering it throughout the summer. If you're the Knicks, do you really need to pull up your stakes for Zach LaVine? I don't know. I wouldn't.
I'm gonna say this, and I concur with everything you just said there, AD, Mr. Esquire. Because not only that, let's go into the aspect. He was never really a Tibbs guy, period. Let's think about that. Let's think about fit. For real. Is he really going to get down the way we do things now? And at what cost are we getting him? What are we giving up? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's trying to put our 3-time All-Star, 2-time NBA All NBA guy in the mix, or just have conversations, even that, or even other players, you know what I'm saying, as far as Mitchell Robinson or even Bogey or these guys or this guy. So now we're gonna turn this whole franchise up just for a guy that, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like won't fit, period. It's not whether I like him or not. He just doesn't. I can't see him. I can't see him in a Knicks uniform. I can't see him getting down the way we need him to get down and to give up, you know what I'm saying, too much to match contracts. Nah, I'm straight. Just even in the thought. It's got me mind blown.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, to the point with him and his former relationship with Tibbs. What? How long did Tibbs coach him before he got him up out of there, out of Dodge?
Not that many. Remember, Tibbs traded him when that man had a torn ACL.
Yeah, that was what him and the overall #1 pick for Butler at the time, or there might have
No,
been a
it was
couple of
him
more
and
names.
Laurie Markkinen for Jimmy Butler.
Him in marketing. Okay,
And Chris Dudley. I mean, not Chris Dudley, but Chris Dunn.
done right, right. That's what I'm thinking. That's the pick that was an actual player, right? That I was thinking of. Done. You know what I mean? I mean, like he's just. If you're telling me 2 years ago, yeah, this is 2 years later. You know, to Corey Lee's point, you know, you got to get guys that you don't have to worry are they gonna come in here and play hard. You know what I mean? For whatever it's worth something to us seeing, you know, Josh Hart literally. You could
AD, have you ever seen Zach LaVine not play hard?
not to this level, not
What
to
level is this though?
this all out level that the Knicks are playing. This
Right.
all out, you know, scrapping, you know, taking balls from people at the end of games, a tip diving. You know, we saw that all season.
Okay.
Remember that when Dante DiVincenzo at the end of the game against Detroit in the regular season, when he literally, you could have called that a foul every day of the week, but he wanted it more. He took the dude out, took out his legs, everything, took the legs
Against the Pistons. Against the
against the
Pistons.
Pistons. Right. Ball fell back, hit this one, hit hard underneath, and won game.
Right. So
That's what I'm talking about. That
who
dog
played harder?
mentality.
Who played harder in the Indiana series, the Knicks or the Pacers?
Yo,
I think the Knicks played. I think you really are. You know,
Because who played harder than TJ McConnell on either side?
I think they. I think, like I said, you're splitting hairs there. And TJ, remember, TJ wasn't carrying the bulk of the load. He was coming in when guys were either in foul trouble or whatever strategic move the coach wanted to do. Because remember, the first 3 games of the series, he wasn't on the floor at the end. He was, especially after game 1, he was gassed. Remember that when they panned to him after game 1, when they showed him on the bench, he was absolutely gassed.
Yeah, the reason why I asked is because I think that's narrative based stuff, perception based stuff, and not data. Like because the data says nobody shows up more in the second and fourth quarter of games than Zach LaVine. That's the reason why I put the stuff on the screen.
Well, we're saying showing up. We're talking about scoring points.
Well, scoring points and everything else that goes with.
But that's not scoring points is just not what it is for a Tom Thibodeau type team. It's just not scoring points.
You mean like defense?
Yeah, defense. Like I said, that grittiness, that tough, that hustle.
So how's Jalen Brunson's defense and hustle?
Jalen Brunson's not the greatest defender, but Jalen Brunson has top 2, top 3 in drawing charges, which is a part of defense in the last 2 years. So he puts his body out there. He's willing to put his body out there.
That's 33 charges in 82 games, bro.
That's a charge every 3 games. That's a lot.
That's a charge about every 2.5 games, bro.
That's a lot for a man that's 6 feet tall. That's a lot.
And then at least 5 or 6 of them have been questionable this year as far as him not getting it and the foul call.
Right. I give him 82. Give him 82 charges, bro. That's still 1 charge per game.
That's a lot.
82 charges is a record, right? So 41 charges is a record, right? That's every other game, bro.
And think about how many wasn't called. Think about how many.
That was my point.
Yeah. Think about how many times he just put his body there.
Right. And think about how many times he got the charge call and it was a block.
You know,
right? You're saying think about how many times it could have went either way, right?
Yeah. But we're talking about the effort.
Right. Bro, what I'm saying, what I'm saying to you is part of that is narrative. A fact is when in Game 7 when we needed Jalen Brunson to step up, and this is not a knock on Brunson. When Brunson's game was off, you didn't have another player on the floor that could initiate offense. That's a fact.
True.
Right. Dante DiVincenzo scored 39 points, and most of those were assisted baskets. Right. And Dante DiVincenzo, I love Dante. You know, Dante is my heartstring, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dante is my heartstring. I know I love Dante DiVincenzo. That's legit my heartstring. Right. But the thing is, I think a lot of this stuff is narrative, bro. Like, for instance, we'll say Karl Anthony Towns is soft. Right? Anybody ever heard that before?
Karl Anthony Towns is soft.
Like
that's no longer conjecture.
Right. Right. But you know what? But you know what people don't talk about is Karl Anthony Towns' perimeter defense. Karl Anthony Towns guarding people smaller than him all the time so that Rudy Gobert can play center. The first year,
but he chose to be there too, now, because that was his spot. But he chose to go out there,
and he chose to be in the conference finals.
Hey, luck went his way. That he swayed his way.
So you're not gonna give him credit. You're not gonna give him credit for being an improved perimeter defender. It's luck.
He's an improved player overall, Freezy. There's no doubt. But when you're
willing
big, Freezy, no doubt. There's no knock on Karl Anthony. But when you're big, is proud to be the best shooting big, and that's all he has. When you're watching that last series, the man refused to do anything else. Besides take these 3. Look, if you know damn well in another era, the coach would have done pulled him out. Him and the coach would have been tussling. No, you don't want that from your big, from your top 2 player. No.
Right. He wants to be Dirk Nowitzki.
But he wished.
In another era, he is Jack Sigma. In another era.
It maybe. They're not
Definitely.
gonna. Then they're not gonna. Those coaches would have never allowed their big, who's supposed to be under the rim, or in that box area to get rebounds, screens, back picks, whatever, consistently just launching it from 30 feet.
And that's why a lot of those coaches never won championships.
Okay, all right.
Right? Because
He ain't got none.
even Michael Jordan had jump shooting bigs around him. Right? There's room in the NBA for different types. You don't have to be one type of NBA player to be successful. You can win it
Agreed.
having multiple types of NBA players, bro.
I agree with you, Freezy, but you can't be loggerheaded in your attack because it makes it easier for the defense to defend you. He was just absolutely just wrong and strong. I'm just gonna keep taking these threes.
Right.
How does that benefit? How does that benefit your team? We know it as Knicks fans. We lived through 2 for 18. You know damn well if you could
We
go
live
back in
with
time.
AD. Why we say 2 for 18 and Charles Smith, but we never bring up Hartenstein in Game 7?
Because those are two different level of players. It's a two different level of players.
Charles Smith and John
Expectation,
Stark.
expectations,
Yeah,
expectations.
his expectations are different. It's two different levels, Freezy. Come on.
Nah, it's narrative, bro. It's narrative.
No, man.
Yes,
No,
it
that
is.
was not. First of all, Hartenstein's role, and even though I did expect him to step up a little bit, at least give us 10 points. I agree.
At
And,
least take
and
10 shots, bro. Come on.
yeah, but that was Hartenstein himself. You understand what I'm saying? He froze in the moment. That's why I know, you know what I'm saying? Man, look here, bro. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say nothing about Hartenstein because we're talking about something totally different. I'm gonna say this. Listen, Hartenstein, just he ain't that dude for that. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting that out of him. You know what I'm saying? 10 shots, no. Mm-mm. Even though we needed him to do that. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe next year, you know what I'm saying? He'll step up in that role if it's given to him. You know what I'm saying? So or if he earned it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's gonna happen when training camp starts and who shows up for anything. But with that said, outside of that, mm-mm.
This is our Game 7 against our most hated rival ever. This is the box score, right? A Game 7 on Corey Lee's home floor. A Game 7. OG Anunoby played 5 minutes, went 2 for 2, made a 3, right, and left the game after 5 minutes. He was actually done after 2 minutes. That man looked like a zombie out there, and that man scored 5 points. Isaiah Hartenstein played 30 minutes, bro. Got you 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 0 points in a game that we needed. So there it is, right there in front of everybody, bro. Why? I don't know why y'all not wilding out. It makes me think Knicks fans, and no disrespect to y'all, man. You know I love y'all, but I think Knicks fans have gotten soft. I think we started sipping
Stop it.
champagne, bro.
Stop it.
Nah,
Stop it.
I think we sipping
You're
champagne with our pinky up now,
you're a
bro.
you're a prisoner of the
man.
moment. You're such a prisoner of the
Facts.
moment. You're a prisoner. You're a prisoner of the moment. You gotta stop. You gotta relax, Freezy.
Bro, is
You
there
gotta
no other?
relax.
Is there any other time to be a prisoner? I don't want to be a
Yeah,
prisoner. I don't want
because
to be a prisoner of the past.
if
I don't
you're
want to be a
if you're
prisoner of the future.
if the Knicks were fully stocked, or not even fully
Oh,
stocked, just
oh,
halfway stocked.
oh.
If you got 2 out of the 5 players that you're missing, and you're saying, well, wow, you got more people, you got more to your attack, and he's coming up short in that moment. That's a different issue. You can't look at a dude that has given you all you wanted the entire season, the entire season and chalk it up in one game and be like, well, hey, that game 5 you put up, that was nothing. That
Okay.
game, your
You
series against Embiid, that was nothing.
he
That's
was
not
getting
fair.
man, that man got cooked. Come on, bro. That man got cooked by
That's
Embiid.
not fair.
That man got
But
cooked by Embiid, bro. Come on, we gotta
yeah,
relax.
but look at his contribution. Look at his big rebounds at the end of games. We'll just forget about that.
Okay,
Look how
so
many times he's kept the ball alive for
AD.
another
All right.
opportunity after
Okay.
possession. We're gonna
All
just
right.
forget
I'll
about
give
that.
you that. I'll give you that. You can't judge him on that one game. What about game 6? Let's look at game 6. I just want to
You
because
can't judge him on those 2 games. 2 games
oh,
out of an
now you can't judge him
entire
on 2
season.
games. Okay. Okay. Now
Out of
I just want to
an entire season, like that's so short-minded, Freezy. That's you're
okay.
in the
So
moment.
in game
You're in the
6 in
moment.
Indiana, in a pivotal game 6, that man got you 4 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in 33 minutes. That man got
What
you
did he get you in
4
game
points.
5? What did he get you in game 5?
Oh no, bro! Why are we searching? Why can't we just say the man was trash?
You were searching because this is your narrative, and you want us all to feed into your narrative
AD, it can't
as
be a
to
narrative,
why
man. It's a fact.
the Knicks shouldn't bring back Hartenstein. That's what you're really doing.
No,
And you've been giving Brunson not even light slaps. You've been slapping Brunson over the last 2 weeks. You've been
no.
slapping Brunson,
I think so.
taking shots at Brunson as well.
I think you're slandering my name, bro.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Corey Lee, am I slandering this man's name?
Yes. You're slandering my name because me not valuing the center position is one thing, and Hartenstein not showing up in a game 6 and 7 is another thing, right? And me liking Hartenstein is another thing. Those are 3 separate things. I like Hartenstein. I just don't value the center position, right? I don't want to pay the center position $37 million when I can go out and get another quality wing player or backcourt player. I know the center position is like running backs in football, bro. If you don't have McCaffrey or Breece Hall, bro, you got to do it by committee, right? That's just how I feel about it. It's like your bullpen. If you don't have Jacob DeGrom and Edwin Diaz, bro, you got to get 9 other dudes to pitch and get in where they fit in. That's my thing on it. I'm not bashing Hartenstein for that. I'm using the Hartenstein choking in game 6 as an example of why I feel that way. Those are separate things.
I hear you, sir. You're just not gonna this committee philosophy that you've been treading on. I don't see it. I don't see 2 other guys. The Knicks happen to be in a situation, Freezy, where they signed a young man that was homegrown who's still injury prone. And when playing, very productive, right? But what do you do with him? Are you trading Mitch? See what I'm saying? Your argument will look a little different if you are moving off of Mitch or you're moving off of one. But
AD, who said I wasn't willing to trade Mitch?
that's where I'm going with you. If you're willing to trade, are you saying that you're willing to trade Mitch and Hartenstein? You just want to just, by committee with just 4 cheaper guys than $35 million? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I've been saying the whole time. But you won't listen to me.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. Yeah, I'm not with you with that, Freezer.
I'm not with that either.
Yeah, I'm not with you with that, Freezer. That's a reach for a team that's ready to win.
Yeah, because we are on the cusp. We are on the cusp. Healthy.
That's the matter of fact. I want that to be the intro on opening night. When the earls calling on the phone. Ali. Hey, anybody know that little ditty? Anybody know that ditty right there? Corey Lee, you know that.
I think everybody knows Diddy right about now.
Yeah. Corey Lee,
Bro,
you know whose
seriously,
song that is? You know whose song
man,
that is?
bro, come on, man, don't do me like that.
That man say little. That man say little Diddy. Like, what are you? 85 years old? Who the hell?
I'm saying. Yo, hey, White Falcon, you don't know that? White Falcon, you know that song?
Little Diddy.
All calling on my phone. Yo, y'all know that? Yeah, hey, anybody know that?
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
he just out here
Chill out, bro. They hit us
making
with
shit
copyright
up. He just out
infringement.
here making shit up.
That's the dude I want to replace Hartenstein right now. And he from the Bronx. I pay that man $5 million a year to do exactly what Hartenstein do right now.
Wow.
And he a top 10.
Not happening. What? I mean,
Yo, I need someone. Nobody know that song? The song?
No, you're out here making shit up.
Calling on phone. You don't know who that is?
You said what? Calling for a thong? What the hell are you doing?
You don't know what song that is, bro?
You tripping, man.
Y'all don't know what song that is?
No.
Y'all old as dirt, bro. If you don't know what
I
song
know.
that
I
is,
know the song.
Yo, if you don't know what song that is, bro, come on, man.
You out here making shit up.
Nah, bro. You know what song that is? AD, please tell me you know the name of that song, bro.
I do not.
Bro, that's
I
Mo
refuse
Bamba by Shaq West. That's
Mo
Shaq
Bamba
West.
by Shaq.
Mo Bamba, bro.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on, bro. Y'all old, bro. Come on, bro.
Man, come on, man. You talking to somebody? I live in the strip club capital of the world, and you gonna tell me I don't know that song?
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Why you don't know Mo Bamba when you hear it? You don't know Mo Bamba when you hear it, bro. All the hoes calling on the phone.
I know what you're talking about.
Come on, bro. I'm putting together. I would legit, no lie, I legit would do Mo Bamba.
Oh God!
Stop it! Stop it!
James Wiseman.
Oh
wow!
God. Oh my God!
Bagley, bro.
Oh my God!
And I would pay them $15 million and save $22 million for that star player that AD desperately wants to bring in house.
And you know what? And hold on a second, AD. And you know what you just did, Freezy? You just opened up a bottle of that $8 wine you've been sipping on because you've been drinking. I know you've been drinking. If you mentioned that Mo Bamba, come on, man. No, I disagree. There you go. Wow. Yeah. He's been drinking, AD.
He's been drinking. He's been drinking. That man legitimately said Mo Bamba.
Yo, we need to timestamp this. I know he's gonna change his mind.
Woo. Nah, we're not paying Freezy serious. This is midnight. This is midnight calling to get your vibes on, and Freezy's just
y'all don't ever listen to me until y'all don't listen to me until 8 months later. 8 months later, y'all will take the point that I made and then tell me yo, Uncle Freezy, you know this team can win 60 games, right?
Yeah, 8 months from now, Mo Bamba will be parking cars in Europe somewhere. Mo Bamba. He'll be the tallest parking attendant you ever seen in your life.
Oh my God.
Right. And you know what? And 2 years
Oh
ago,
God, no, he
2
did
years
not
ago,
say that.
and 2 years ago, when we signed Isaiah Hartenstein, we were like calling him the center off Eddie, bro. No lie. So when we signed Hartenstein,
Oh
we were like,
wow,
yo, that man, that's
Mm,
Dwayne
mm,
Census right
mm.
there, bro. I know
wow.
basketball.
You are so disrespectful.
Bro,
Wow.
He on
Wow.
one today.
nah,
Wow.
what I'm saying is yo, as Knicks fans, I think we in that champagne, caviar, and bubble bath mind state when we should be legit thinking or knowing and understanding that winning a championship is difficult, bro. Every game you win in the playoffs is like climbing to a separate mountaintop, bro. Nobody's going to give you anything. The Knicks were up 3-2, 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals, and Isaiah Hartenstein put up 4 points. And we out here like giving the bag.
Oh no, you bumping now.
You
I
gotta.
ain't nobody
You
saying
got.
give
You
him the
got.
bag.
Bag.
No one said give him the bag, but
Bag now.
a
Don't
guy.
ain't
A
nobody
guy
saying
who
nothing.
made. You know what I'm saying? A guy who's coming off of a contract that paid him $8 million per. What do you think he's
Yeah.
gonna take off of the season that he just had? Off of the both seasons that he's had, he's gonna take what, $9 million? He's gonna take what, the mid-level exemption just to come on now. You're not being realistic. You're not being. He's
I'm being
outplayed that contract.
right. He outplayed us, bro. He outplayed us.
He
Toodaloo.
outplayed this contract, and you're basing your whole last however long on 2 games, 2 games, 2 games. Let me ask you this. You think a mash unit Knicks squad was gonna do what against Boston?
That man averaged 5 points last year and 7.8 points this year. And you want to give that man $20 million a year. You know what you sound like, bro?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You sound,
Yes, I do.
and for that reason,
Yes, I
all the
do.
hoes
Yeah, yeah.
calling. Yo,
You
now,
want to bring in Mo Bamba.
right.
And the Bomberettes.
I want to
Like,
bring in Mo Bamba, James Wiseman, Marcus Bagley, and a
oh
rookie
my
center.
God.
Right. Because for 4
Oh, here
points
we
a
go.
game, for
This
5
sound like
points
what we
a
got
game,
on them power forwards.
for 5 points a game, bro. I'm not paying a dude $20 million for 7.8 points a game, bro.
I'm
I
saying,
agree with
Corey,
you. I'm not.
did we not
Hold on a
see
second.
this?
I know this, but you know what I'm saying? It's not even going to take that much to sign him. If he made 8 per, just imagine 12 per over 4. You know what I'm saying?
You think that man gonna accept $12 million a year?
Bro, I'll tell you right now, where you think he ain't going? I'm telling you now, he's not going to Charlotte. He just got married. And if you know who he's married to. You understand what I'm saying? She ain't going to leave Manhattan.
I don't know who
She's
he
not going to want to leave Manhattan.
Who
She's
is he
not going to
married
want
to?
Bro, I'm not gonna. I can't. It's a delicate situation. What I'm about to say, and I don't
No,
want to
who
be.
is
I
he
don't want to
married
be like
to?
a very nice young lady. You
We don't
Google it
because why does it matter? And why does it matter in our conversation who he's married to?
because she has some say in what in his decision as well.
Isaiah
You know what I'm saying?
Hartenstein.
Man, ain't nobody giving this man no $100 million.
Hey, yeah, hey Lee. I don't know if you pulled a Rip Van Winkle or not, but you might want to check the news, bro. You gotta check the news, bro. You gotta check the news.
Okay.
This man ain't taking 12 mil a year, right? And then the word out of OKC is they're looking to offer that man 25 mil.
Then
And
go
you
get
say
it. Then
you say
go
that
get it. Then go get. Then go. If they giving it to him, then go get it. There ain't no talking about it no more.
right.
There ain't no talking about it no more. There ain't no more talking about it no more.
Yeah, man.
So that say la vie.
That man go, man. Look, man.
I ain't okay. Then go ahead.
The Knicks ain't
Go
offering him.
ahead. Come on, man.
So
I wouldn't get that man.
He
I
married
wouldn't get
Courtney
that man.
Keller. Who is Courtney Keller?
Okay.
I don't even know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Lee won't tell us who Courtney Keller is.
I'm not saying the human being. I'm saying look at the human being and think about it.
I don't know. I don't know who this person is.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll break it down to you later in a private conversation.
Yo, why is it so secretive, bro? Keep it a what? Why you can't say?
Cause man, I'm just being me.
Never mind.
I'm being mindful on how I word things.
Well, clearly she ain't important. Then if
She's
it was
important
that,
to him.
He's saying he's saying his young hot ass wife ain't letting him go anywhere. Period.
Well,
there we go. There we go.
Either
To surmise that.
So it's not if it's not important to our sports conversation, basically.
Well,
his wife not gonna go. He is gonna listen to his wife. That's gonna tell him, "You made $8 million last year, but I want you to stay here instead of tripling your income."
Well, go ahead and triple it.
I mean, Freezy, like, come on.
But
now.
is he gonna go? Is he gonna go there to be? Is he gonna go there to be the backup?
let's not act like, cats don't do things, with the intentions of keeping a happy home. Especially a young happy home. Let's not do that. I saw the Knicks had Grant Hill here for a free agent, whatever, and whoever says to him, "Hey, we got a lot of women here," blah 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 blah, and his then celebrity wife hears that how the story goes, and the Knicks got left in the dust.
How we gonna say such and such and such, right? And she's an internet model. Like, they don't have internet in Oklahoma City.
What does that mean? That's his wife.
That's right. Yeah, I think yeah, man. Yeah, I think we're Homerlicious right now, bro.
All right, man, cool. I'll be that. That works for me. You know what I'm saying?
We're saying that people are gonna stay here and take less money because it's us.
No, it's not because of us.
We're saying that you're gonna take a look at your situation. You know what I mean? Your wife is gonna weigh in, Freezy. No matter what she is, in her own life, your wife weighs in.
He recently married, right?
Yeah.
So he was going to become a free agent before he even got married, right?
And
and
things change. And things change. You got a whole nother person to consider.
Yeah.
But back to to your point of Freezy, if you think you can find the Mo Bombers or whatever that's going to give you the same mean the same to your team over Mo Bamba doesn't mean anything to his team that he's on now or the last team that he was on.
And neither did Isaiah Hartenstein on the Cleveland
This
Cavaliers.
argument is ridiculous. You thinking you can just pluck anything and anyone and put them in there and they're gonna give you the same and mean the same? That's ridiculous, Freezy.
I think what you're saying is ridiculous. I think you're saying that just so you feel like you just want to be right in this. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
No, because
you
look at the names you mentioned. Look at the names you mentioned.
Just tell us you want to be right, bro. You want to be
right. Look at Dallas, Look at Dallas, Freezy. Dallas went out during the trading deadline last year and went out and got 2 good bigs. They didn't just pluck any and anybody. They went out and got 2 good bigs.
Right.
Mo Bamba's not a good big.
And you know what the Knicks didn't do at that same time when the Knicks could have got those same players? The Knicks did not get Daniel Gafford and they did not get PJ Washington.
That's another conversation.
Dallas and the Knicks could have paid that price and they did not. And now we are talking about Isaiah Hartenstein and Sheck West. and Dallas is
But
getting ready for the NBA Finals.
but that's another that's a whole nother conversation, Freezy. Don't leave out the fact that Dallas basically walked into the finals uninjured. Don't leave that out. Okay? Don't leave that out. But anyway, gentlemen, I gotta run, gentlemen.
You
It's
better
No
been
doubt.
great
run.
Great
as
talking to you.
You
always.
better
I
run.
gotta
Look
run,
at that, man. He
my
talking
brothers.
about
Yeah,
give Mo
we
Bamba the bag.
yeah,
I mean, give
we
Hartenstein the
catch
bag.
y'all
Man, you
again.
better not never tell me that like that. This man trying to tell me to give Hartenstein the bag. He better not never say give
I
Hartenstein the
never
bag,
said that.
bro. Yo, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. Every time all a center has to do is play good for 2 weeks with the Knicks, and we want to give him the bag.
I ain't saying nowhere
You
near the
with him.
bag.
You with him.
I'm not saying give him the bag. Crazy. Come on, man.
You win because here's the thing: the last time a Knicks center did what Isaiah Hartenstein did, we gave Nerlens Noel 3 years, $30 million, and then after the ink wasn't even dry before we
Yeah,
was
he
mad
fell. The
trying to get
wheels
him out
fell
of
off.
town.
I give you wheels fell off. Yeah, you're right. That's a great argument. That's a
We, we,
great argument.
we, and
You
we
know, you got
we
a
but
great point right there.
what I'm
But
saying
still,
is we act like we can't find a backup center. Did we not find a backup center in Nerlens Noel? Did we not find a backup center in Isaiah Hartenstein? It's the same front office, bro.
well, I tell you like this, yo. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The choice is Isaiah Hartenstein. If Oklahoma City is willing to give him $25 million, bro, go get it.
Bro, you got to check the reports, bro. This is not just stuff I'm making up, bro. These are
Bro,
facts.
I'm not saying you making it up, bro. Son, I'm not, dog. I know you. You will never shoot the gas. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing. You stand on what you say, and you, 9 times out of 10,
The Detroit Pistons might give them the bag, bro. The Detroit Pistons. It's teams out here that will be legit willing to pay Hartenstein. It's not about what we feel like he's worth. It's about what the market
yeah,
feels like he's worth.
no doubt, no doubt. And then on top of all that, though, but also too is where does he want to be? Because that's the final say. Because the man did say, you know what I'm saying? Because what was it? I don't know. The story goes that, you know what I'm saying, he could have went to Orlando, and between Orlando and New York, and New York offered him, 2+, you know what I'm saying, 8/2, you know what I'm saying, I mean, 8 years at 8 apiece, and he could have went to Orlando, or he could have went to he's gonna go back to what you call for less, but they got John Wall. He said this, so you know what I'm saying. It's you know what I'm saying. I can't tell you how he's thinking, and a lot of that money's enticing. You know what I'm saying, to say the least. You know, it's a tough decision that he's gonna have to make on where he wants to be and what's best for his situation at the end of the day. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad to be in it. I wish I was in that situation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No doubt. I don't know how we got away from Zach Lavine, but thank you,
Yeah.
AD for always changing the subject.
Yeah, but like Zach Lavine, I'm not. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? If we could find a way to make it work, yeah, it's gonna
You
happen.
won't be
So
able to
I mean,
you won't be able to get Levine if you have Hartenstein though.
then I guess not. Then, hey
Right.
man, yo, I'm glad Brock Aller and Leon Rose, you know what I'm saying, as well as what's this Gustav or whatever his name is, the general manager now or the interim or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They got some tough decisions to make, and whatever they choose to do, it's always for the betterment of the team at the end of the day. So
Right.
whatever they decide to do, I can't
Right now, what
complain.
I'm saying is with the last thing you can do with an emotional shopper is give them money.
Exactly.
Right? Like right now, DSJ is an emotional shopper, right? We gonna give him the card? Nah, bro, nah. Nah, man. The thing is, I think we have to have faith in the front office that if they found a Hartenstein, they can find another Hartenstein. If they found a Nerlens Noel, they can find another Nerlens Noel. We don't have to always pay people to like us.
Facts.
Oh,
Facts.
Hartenstein likes us. Does that mean we got to pay him? Because people like us? We got to pay people. We got to pay people to like us? Nah, man. You know, no disrespect to Hartenstein. I like Hartenstein a lot, right? My issue is the center position as a whole. Are we really willing to pay $37 million for 12 points and 14 rebounds?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of torn right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm torn. I mean, and I apologize to the chat as well as to you because I don't have an immediate answer for that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me bring in my guy real quick. Hold on, everybody. I'm bringing my guy. DSJ in the building. Salute, DSJ. What's good, bro?
Oh
what's
my
going
Jesus.
on, Nuck? How you doing? Hey, what's going on, Corey Lee? How you feeling, bro?
Hey, my favorite back of dancer.
My favorite.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Hey, listen, I felt like I had to come in here and
now
defend myself.
that we found love,
I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap to be an emotional shopper. The only emotion you get out of me is surprise when I see them prices.
Ooh, bars.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So DSJ, you gonna give Hartenstein the 17.5 million? 4 years, 17.5 million. You gonna give that to Hartenstein if you're the Knicks?
Oh man, I'm over here getting harassed by coworkers and stuff like that because I'm a Knicks fan. Jeez Louise.
Wow. You gonna give Hartenstein a 17.5 mil per season?
Hey, listen. Again, I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap to give out them type of contracts. You sat here and said, listen, if you sat here and said you want to pay him that much money, then the first thing I'm gonna say is, well, he need to go ahead and double up his statistical output. Not even playing about that. You want to give out that kind of money, you need to be giving me at least 16 points and 13 rebounds. I'm sorry, there's no discussion after that.
But what makes you think he can give you that though after he had 50 games as a starter not doing that?
Well, then again, then I guess it'll be time to move on. But that's my whole thing. If I feel like it can be done in the guise of somebody, a playmaker, you know what I'm saying, playing beside him, then maybe, just maybe, that could actually be accomplished.
Okay.
Instead of kicking the ball out once you get an offensive rebound, maybe you put it up yourself.
Yeah. Maybe when they say next man up, you actually do something.
That's cold blooded. That's cold blooded.
I think that's the same problem. I think that's the same problem with Mitch. Everybody want to get rid of Mitch because of his lack of offensive capabilities, but I feel like this, maybe the offensive capabilities wouldn't be so glaring if instead of grabbing an offensive rebound and throwing it right back to the same people that won't give you the ball, you just say, you know what, let me go ahead and put this basket up right now.
Right. Mitch won't do it because he can't shoot free throws. He don't want to hold the ball at all.
then something
Oh.
to work on in the future. Remember, all I ever asked from the New York Knicks every offseason is just to find something to improve on, and you improve on it. I
So
don't do the
these are his
50 wins.
numbers. I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
Now I was gonna say I don't do the 50-win season. I don't do the second place in the Eastern Conference standings. Just improve. Find ways to improve individually and collectively. And if that's one way to do it, then by all means, please do it. We sitting here complaining about contracts right now that we was giving out that the Boston Celtics gave the same contract that Robert Williams got from Boston is the same one that Mitchell Robinson got, and here we are talking about how he's overpaid, and they're literally the same type of player.
Okay. Okay.
If you want the bag, you're gonna have to find ways to earn it. That's all I've been saying. Josh Hart, I've been saying for however long I've been saying it. I think we overpaid for Josh Hart because the man can't shoot 3-pointers to save his life. So what he did in the playoffs, I don't want it to be playoff Josh. I want it to be a continuous regular season into postseason Josh. That got to be all 82 games plus.
So so for Isaiah Hartenstein, right? He is 8.7 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 28 minutes per game in 49 games as a starter. Those rebound numbers are very impressive for a starting center that's only playing 28 minutes a game. Right? Those
Right.
numbers were very impressive. The 9.4 rebounds and the 3 assists in 28 minutes. Those are very, very impressive numbers. Right? But what I want to do is look at his playoff numbers. Those are the ones that I want to see. Right? The playoff numbers. Because when it was next man, it's all good while everything is ideal. What I want to see is how this man performs. Where is it? Let me go back here to stats. I want to see how he performed in the playoffs, in the postseason. In the postseason, that man was 8.5 points a game and 7.8 rebounds. So he played about the same minutes per game in the playoffs. But his rebounding went down and his scoring went down.
What about his assists? Did his assists stay the same, or did they go down?
Yeah,
as
his
well?
assists stayed about the same. 3.5, something like 3. Yeah, low threes. His fouling went up though, marginally, about 0.5%.
So again, the problem that exists is when you collect those offensive rebounds that you're known for, stop kicking it out. Stop looking for everybody else to get involved. Stop. Okay, let's reset the play. Sometimes just go up and get your bucket. You right there.
That man just
Ihart is a way better free throw shooter than Mitch Robinson is. So if we're gonna give him somebody the money, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna give him the money, then I think it's time to start changing up that mentality as well.
Is it anybody, or is it just Hartenstein?
Well, in this case, because we're talking about Hartenstein, then it is Hartenstein.
In this case, for me though, I'm talking about anybody. My
Yeah,
personal.
but I think, yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think the only problem I have with the center position is that I don't think you're gonna get anybody else immediately and have the same level of output that he has. Now again, nobody expected all of this from iHeart. right? As far as the numbers go. But again, his minutes weren't like reflective of, you know what I'm saying, his ability either when he was with these other teams. So it's a little hard to gauge what your capabilities are. But if you're talking about a Clippers organization that said they wanted to keep him but couldn't keep him because of financial cap space, um, I'll be honest with you. I kind of have a hard time sitting here saying, "Not get rid of him. Let him walk, and let's try to see if we can find somebody else and uh, do another reclamation project." Sometimes I feel like you might have to stick with what you have and continue to improve on it slowly but surely. And in the case of like iHeart, you know what I mean? Again, maybe the problem is trying to find other ways to be offensively involved as opposed to just waiting for the ball to come to you with that 13-foot area and then throwing up your sky hook.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, I just saw Rudy Gobert do a turnaround fadeaway. So I mean, if if he could do something like that, there's no way you can tell me that iHeart can't develop some kind of offensive game or more offensive moves other than that hook shot.
Okay. Hmm. That
I'm gonna
is.
say that. I'm gonna say this real quick. I mean, you had said something that was crazy. Well, or even that DSJ said something that wasn't crazy, but it was just like I had to sit there and think about it. And as I was sitting there thinking about like a reclamation project, boy, there's a few out there. I mean, like I said earlier, if somebody's gonna give him much more money than we're willing to offer, and that's what he wants to do, I say, well, go ahead, let's see it. But they have to buy into Tibbs' system. They're gonna have to buy into what Tibbs wants to buy, and that's the hard part. Or even if we do come up off a Mitch, which would be crazy too. So I don't know.
So, okay. All right. So Silent Hill asks, would you do Jericho, Boyan, and two firsts for Jonathan Isaac and Jalen Suggs? I would. I don't think
What?
Orlando would do that for Jalen Suggs though. I think they value Jalen Suggs too much at this point. And Miguel P says, how much of iHeart's offensive limitations stem from the way the offense is structured? I want to speak to that separately, but what I want to show everybody is how false narratives can have us thinking way crazy, right? So what I have here is the Los Angeles Clippers free agent transactions at the time Isaiah Hartenstein was a free agent,
Hmm.
right? Right. So here's the thing: the narrative is they wanted to keep him, right? But
Hmm.
the facts are listed right here on the screen. They signed 7 dudes at the time they could have been signing Hartenstein.
Hmm.
The narrative is, oh, we ran out of money, right? But they signed Amir Coffey to a multiple year contract. They signed Nicholas Batum to a multiple year contract, right? They signed, bro. They signed Moses. Was it Moses Brown? Yeah, I think they. Yeah, they signed Moses Brown, bro. I mean, yo, I'm telling you, the narratives will be like a freight train, bro. Like what you hear people say, and what the truth is, sometimes are not the same thing.
Well, I'm speaking to the point of what he said when he was on the on the roommates podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's the only narrative that I'm speaking to.
I know.
Come on.
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. He said it. I saw it.
But how much did those guys get signed for? I mean, if
right,
because it'd be
I'm
one
bro.
thing if you sat there and
Yeah, I
said like,
was.
okay,
Bro, I saw the same thing. I saw him say it. Right, but what I'm saying is, just because he said it, or just because they said that to him, doesn't mean it was true.
Okay.
Because think about that. If he was their priority, why would they re-sign Nicholas Batum and Amir Coffey to multiple year contracts?
they signed Nicholas Batum
Right,
because he was
$8 million
cheap.
is what
He was
Hartenstein
a
got.
cheap.
Right, I'm gonna go to Spot Track just to see
He
what
was a
Nicholas
cheap. He was a
Batum
cheap alternative to Kawhi
and
Leonard.
Amir Coffey got. Just to make sure that I'm not losing it. Where is it? Clippers. I just want to, and I'm going to show y'all that, like, I just want to add facts, right? So let's go back to 2022-23. They gave Amir Coffey 3.39, so 3.4, and they gave Nicholas Batum. Man, get the fuck out. They gave Nicholas Batum $10 million, bro. This Hartenstein, bro. The narratives, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, that's so funny. You know what the
Bro,
problem is with the
they
Clippers? You got to pay
and for
Kawhi
and
Leonard
I'm
and
gonna
his
put it
medical
on the screen
staff.
so everybody can see it too. So it won't be one of those things where y'all think I'm just making stuff up to sully that man's name, because I'm not. I like Hartenstein, right? I just want to deal with the facts, though. I just want to deal with the facts. At the time that man signed that contract, bro, that man was 34 years old. Or I think he was 32 at the time he signed it. Right? He was 32 at this time. They signed a 32-year-old wingman to $10 million a year over Hartenstein when Hartenstein was 24 years old. There it is. I'm looking. It's spottrack.com. There it is, right there in front of you. 10.843350 mil a year. They signed that man to that over Hartenstein.
They needed that wingman. Listen, again, you have to have an insurance policy in place because Kawhi Leonard can never stay healthy to save his. Listen, at this point, you might as well call the Clippers the Los Angeles triage because at this point in time, none of them stay healthy. They might as well just have a wing dedicated to themselves at a Cedar Sinai or something like that because it's ridiculous. But that's the only reason
You
that I
funny.
could understand them
You funny
paying.
for that one.
And you know, and I agree with you, DSJ. But here's the thing: if they wanted to keep Hartenstein, they could have moved Mason Plumlee, who at the time was making $32 million. I mean, who was 32 years old, making $9 million. Right? They had Mason Plumlee on the roster making $9 million. Right?
But he was
So,
part of the rotation.
but what about Hartenstein? They wanted Hartenstein to be a part of the rotation, right? That's why you would keep him. You wouldn't keep him if he wasn't part of the future, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, listen,
Yeah, they already.
I guess they, yeah, I guess they felt like Amir Coffey might have had some, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he had something more to offer immediately. And Hartenstein was, again, one of those guys where, okay, we can afford to let him go. We'll hate to
Yeah,
see him go, but it is what it is. It's just business.
but you only have enough money to go around, bro. For you know what I'm saying, Lee. That's why I'm saying I'm not sullying Hartenstein's name, bro. I like Hartenstein. I do think he improved. I do think he's a quality NBA player. I do think he's an NBA starter, right? But the facts is, like, all the narratives. This is what I was trying to explain to AD. Like, people are telling us bedtime stories about Hartenstein, but the facts are, is when the Clippers had money, they chose to sign different dudes. And it's not because they needed a wingman, because on the roster, they didn't need a wingman, right? They didn't need a small forward because at the time they had Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Eric Gordon, Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Robert Covington. I mean, they had six dudes 6 dudes before they brought in Nicholas. Nicholas Batum was the 7th dude. He was the 7th wing player. Right? They chose to sign the 7th wing player to the roster as opposed to signing the 3rd center.
Well, everyone makes mistakes, I guess.
Right. What I'm saying is if the Clippers want to keep him, they would have kept him. And it's like it's same thing with the Knicks. If the Knicks want to keep Hartenstein, they could keep him. But if somebody offers Hartenstein $16 million a year, he gone, bro. The Knicks ain't gonna pay that man the Knicks gonna pay a man $17 million a year for 8 points and 8 rebounds.
Might as well. They did just pay that to Josh Hart when he had the. Never mind. You know what?
I would know. Yeah, right. yeah. And Miguel P says the Clippers were paying him 1.7. We quadrupled his salary. They couldn't afford. Nah, bro. He said he would have gave them. He wanted to stay with the Clippers, bro. But the Clippers never off. Notice you never hear what the Clippers offered him in salary. Corey Lee, have you in the 2 years he been here? Have you ever heard the conversation about what the Clippers offered him money wise?
Nah, they didn't. They didn't. He was off their radar, I guess.
DSJ, you ever heard about the money that the Clippers offered him?
No. But to be honest, I don't ever hear what other people are offered. You know what I'm saying, as far as a potential deal. Only the guaranteed.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying, bro. Is some of the narrative I think people are telling us bedtime stories and we falling for it. We got to do research, and I know researching is cumbersome, right? Sometimes, like I don't feel like looking up stuff, right? But when AD tell me some stuff, I'm like, nah, bro, that's not how this thing work. I keep calling out AD because I know he's listening. Salute to my man AD, and salute to my man Bully. Bully is somewhere in Hawaii wearing thick Balenciaga shoes. Salute to Bully. So, but yeah, man, yeah.
Hold on, Corey, can you confirm this? Bully wears Balenciagas. Not them big, thick,
Yes,
soled,
those
woven basket sneakers. No, don't know.
Orange and pink, the orange and pink ones.
No.
With the yellow trim. And he said he said Corey Lee is wearing the ones with the custom toes out.
Oh my God. Are you wearing it with a Sergio Tacchini tracksuit?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a queen.
Come
It's a
on,
queen's thing.
killing me.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well buy red Tims along with that.
Stop playing. Y'all funny.
Just go get the Santa Claus Tims, because y'all wilding right now.
They
God.
bring in 80s back, bro.
Oh, you funny. I need to go get me a sheepskin.
I was cool with the Vansons, the AVs, and the Jeff Hamiltons, but Lord, nah, don't do this to me.
Yeah, man. I was cool with the Lottos.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone, man, because I got me a fresh pair of green Bally's, yo.
Fresh, dressed like $1 million. Threw on the Bally shoes. Yeah, and
the fly green side.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, the thing with Hartenstein, bro, I think the narrative is like a runaway freight train, bro.
I believe like this. I think Leon's gonna make him a nice offer. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to go out there and get more, you know what I'm saying? It's a big war right now, you know, between him and the front office. And we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brock Aller got his work. He got his work cut out for him. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's just him, but also too OG. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. It's the off season.
Well, let me ask you this, because I mean, you bringing up Zach Lavine means that you believe that the starting shooting guard spot needs to be upgraded, right?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, is that the reason
No.
you're asking about him being a missing piece, or
No. Multiple people, multiple times asked me about Zach Lavine.
So now he's just answering that question.
why
Just
is
getting
he
his
like
opinion.
a lovable loser to them or something like that? The guy don't do nothing to improve any team that he's been on.
That's not what the data says, bro. The data says in crucial moments that man is clutch.
He is so clutch that he's only been to the playoffs how many times in his career?
What about the franchise he's on though?
What about it?
Does
The
the
Chicago
franchise
the Chicago Bulls Chicago Bulls right now are a playing team, literally a playing team. For the
right?
past 3 seasons, have been a playing team, have maintained leads up until the third and fourth quarter of games that put them in elimination. The question at this point is, what are you doing to contribute to going any further than just being a playing team?
Right.
Like stay healthy.
That DeMar DeRozan was supposed to be a complementary piece, not the next franchise player.
Right. Right.
Right
But
now, we're looking at the same situation that happened with Milwaukee when they got Jabari Parker and then said we're going to get Giannis Antetokounmpo as as a compliment to you, sir. And it turned out that Giannis was the franchise player all along because Jabari can't stay healthy to save his life. And here we are talking about Zach Lavine being the guy that puts the Knicks over when you can't even help support the guy that is already a part of the supporting cast. And he's a legitimate all-star.
hmm,
I mean, help me, because I'm clearly not seeing I'm not seeing the value.
okay. I got you. I'm going to put the value up on the screen right now. Bam. There it is. I'm showing clutch on the screen right now. In the last in the season that he was healthy, right? In those moments that you're saying that we're talking about, is he an impact player? Zach Lavine, Zach Lavine shot 49.9% from the floor. I'm sorry, no, that's point margin, right? That's point margin. I'm sorry. In the point margin where it's less than 5 points, when the point margin is less than 5 points either way, Zach Lavine shoots 49% from the floor, 37.5% from three for effective field goal percentage of 56.6. And with less than 3 minutes to go, with less than 3 minutes left to go in a game, in a quarter, Zach Lavine shoots 47% and 31% from three. So in those moments, is his 3-pointer clutch? Nah, that 31% is whack, right? But from the floor, he's 47% from the floor. You would take that overall throughout the game, as opposed to late game situation with the other team's defensive stopper on him, right? Late in the game, defensive stopper on him. You know what I'm saying? Game on the line. This dude's shooting 47% from the floor. I mean, I don't know what. And then only 68 of those makes that he took, only 68 of those makes were assisted. So 62.2% of the times he grinded and got his own bucket out of that situation. But the
And that
narrative,
includes free throws, or is that a
no, this is
separate
no, this is
stat?
field goals. Now this is field
Okay.
goals, not free throws. No, this is where it is on the screen. Just you can see the split right there. Time left in quarter, right? Less than 3 minutes. He made 180 field goals out of 382 for a 47% field goal percentage, right? And only 68 of those were assisted, right? I'm sorry, not well, 68 were assisted for a assisted percentage of 37.2. That means the other 62.2% of the time he did it by himself
On isolation plays.
or whatever type of plays.
All
Okay,
right, now can I say
now
something?
here,
Hold on
so
a
now
second. Hold
here's
on a second. Hold on a second. I hate to cut you off because I want to ask this one particular real question real quick. Okay, now with all that said, Freezy, do you know who our point guard is? And do you really think Brunson is going to really allow him that much room to operate to do that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you think they're gonna mesh well together in order to do all that? Just say if he came here and was healthy.
No, what I'm saying is I don't have an opinion one way or the other. What I'm saying is
Okay,
this is what the data says.
okay, okay.
I don't I
No,
don't have an opinion one way or the other. I don't care if they trade for Zach Lavine, fine. If they don't, I like Dante. Dante, my heartstring. I keep telling y'all that every show.
all right. My bad, my bad. I'm fall back. I digress. I
No, I mean
digress.
I'm not snapping. What I'm saying
I know,
is is if they get Zach Lavine, this is his history on the screen. These are facts. This is recorded NBA data. I'm not making this up.
but with that said though, but what about his recent history? That's the is this the most recent? I mean, from this season.
Yeah, this is his last full season. This is not the
Okay,
the season that just passed with everybody out due to injury.
okay, all right.
Well, not everybody wasn't out due to injury, but a lot of their players were out due to injury.
Like
And I don't think it's fair to anybody. I don't think it's fair to the Bulls, the coach, any of the players to use data when a lot of their players were injured, and then you point to a guy and say he didn't do this.
hmm
The only player I do that for is Hartenstein.
my fault. My fault. DSJ. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro.
no, it's all good. Listen, you had the question, and I wanted to at least hear, what I'm saying, what you had to offer too. So it ain't just a conversation between me and us. You know what I mean? I just feel like when it comes down to it, I look at the impact of those individual statistics and how much of that individual statistics equal to the standings. And quite frankly, I'm not sold on a guy that one can't stay healthy enough to command that much money. That was basically, what I'm saying, a two-time All-Star on a team when he, I guess, what I'm saying, was in a league in a friend, what I'm saying, on the conference where shooting guards really wasn't popping like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not impressed with Zach Lavine. I don't think that
You
he
are very hard
brings
to impress, bro.
not really. I mean, I just feel like
Yeah,
again, like his career highlight right now is being a two-time slam dunk champion. So
bro. In games that are within 5 points, it's right there on the screen. In games that are within 5 points, one way or the other, whether they have the 5 point lead or the other team has a 5 point lead, this dude took 632 shots and made 49% of them, bro. How was that not impressive?
sounds to me like those teams again battled out, but at the end of the day, I just don't feel like that level of play comes from the aspect of, oh, we got a winning culture, we got a big, we got a good team around us. You know what I'm saying? That felt more like, okay, right now we ain't got nobody to score this ball. Zach Lavine, give him the ball and let him go to work because he's the highest paid player on this team. And you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, who are you giving that? Who are you giving that shot to? A rookie Kobe White?
Right. Right. So you're telling me on a team by himself with the entire team focused on him, trying to stop him, he shot 49% from the floor.
That's cool. Again,
From the
I get
shooting
it.
guard.
I get it. I do, but I feel like again, we're talking about close games. We're talking about one player on team where you really didn't see improvement, but then gets injured, and the ball flow is a little bit different. The ball movement is a little bit more crisp. You know what I'm saying?
What about
It just
what
feels
about
like
in blowout? But DSA in blowouts one way to other. Since you said that in blowouts one way to other, right? 10 points. They had a 10-point lead or they're down by 10. The man shot 49.9% from the floor, bro. The man shot 50%
yeah.
from the floor in blowouts, one way or the other.
And one more thing, I'm gonna say this. It's just he's giving me Victor Oladipo vibes as far as health. I'm just
I can't
saying.
even give you that because Oladipo was a way better defender than he was to
Right.
I even
6'4"
question the defense. I'm not even.
at
That's not even the
yeah,
defensive
six
part that I'm
four.
looking at. I'm just looking at this, like the health factor of it all. You know what I'm saying? It's like you thought you had something, but it's always something. It's always something. And I hate to label him like that. And I pray that he's help. He gets out there and he gets healthy again. Period for his career. You know, I just don't. I'm just us buyer beware. I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. I think it is. I think it is narrative bait, and I think it's clickbait. Clickbait stuff have us like, in these moments where it's like, we're bought into a certain thing that we're constantly being force fed. But when you look into the analytics of stuff, when you look into the data says something else. Like if he takes a buzzer beater and misses it, and they lose to the Pistons, it's all over Sports Center. But you know what the analytics say? He missed one shot. That's what the data says. Now, was that shot very important? Yes, it was very important. Super important. Right? But also the other thing about whoever the Knicks add this offseason, whether it's at center or on the wing or if it's a rookie or whatever, I as Knicks fans, we can't be in this, or we shouldn't be in this mindset that we made it, and whoever who comes here should be grateful to be a part of this thing that we built. Right? I don't know if that's the mindset we should be in, like the tea drinkers. Winning in the playoffs is hard, and Jalen Brunson needs help. DiVincenzo needs help. Randall, OG, all these guys need help, bro. You gotta add quality talent, regardless if you like or dislike that player. And I'm not pointing out DSJ. I'm just saying this in general, right? Whether it's Zach Lavine or Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker or Brandon Ingram or LaMelo Ball or all the guys that y'all been telling me since the offseason started. When you take deep dives into their numbers, bro, these guys are not who you think they are, especially Devin Booker. He's not who you think he is. He is what his reputation says he is, right? His reputation is one thing. When you do a deep dive into his numbers, will Devin Booker share the basketball in the fourth quarter with Jalen Brunson?
You talking about another lovable loser in Devin Booker? No, I'm cool on that. See,
Right,
again,
right.
one of those things where I look at too. Again, this is what I be saying. Look at the impact. Look at the stats. Right, offensive stats you can go crazy over because yeah, those
Right.
are great numbers. But how much of those statistics, those individual statistics, led to the standings? And as far as I'm concerned, first off, Devin Booker ain't even become a real legitimate threat in terms of continuous playoff appearances until Chris Paul got there. How many seasons has Devin Booker been the franchise player for the Phoenix Suns?
Oh, that's interesting. And
Great question.
Devin Booker will be, Devin Booker will be 28 season also, everybody.
Jeff Hornacek helped lead the Phoenix Suns to one playoff appearance with Devin Booker in that lineup. After that, we've seen a complete drop off.
Hmm.
2020, Cal Bridges helps them to get to the play-in tournament. Kelly Oubre being the starting small forward. Following season, they get Chris Paul, go to the NBA Finals.
Hmm.
Those numbers look great. I'm pretty sure he got the same type of numbers Zach Lavine got. But at the end of the day, what needle have you moved?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And Unc, you know me, I'm always on the continuous improvement cycle. I'm always on that. That's always been my kick. Whether individually or collectively, continuous improvement is all I care about. So if you feel like the upgrade at that position needs to happen, then make it happen. But if you're telling me that the guys that you want to bring in are those lovable losers, miss me with it. Because again, statistically, individually, they'll make a case. But when you talk about the standings and how much impact that those numbers had on the standings, basically you're just a shooting guard version of DeMarcus Cousins.
I'm trying to figure out how I get into the add a guy thing when I continuously say, yeah, that guy is. I like Dante DiVincenzo. Yo, I like Dante, man. I mean, what's going on? I mean, I don't understand, how I'm getting dragged into this, right? I mean, I'm Team Dante.
Now listen, this is not at you. This is for all the people that feel like again, like the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, who probably are listening in some capacity or has his minions listening in, whatever the case may be. These guys that they keep mentioning, the Carl Anthony Townses of the world, the Devin Bookers of the world, again, their numbers look fantastic. And I can understand why you would want them on your team from an individual statistic standpoint. But I'm always looking at that's great numbers. What did those numbers do in terms of the standings? And if there's more losses than wins, then those numbers really don't matter. The same way I look at James Harden in the postseason and say he's a loser, he's a choke artist, he'll never come up clutch. So I would never pay him $60
Are
million.
you are you putting too much weight on one player to win or lose a game? You think?
No, no, because at the end of the day, I just know that in terms of when you look at some team leader, he's got to be the first person you look at, right? The rest of it comes down to the collective of his roster construction.
So if Zach Levine comes here to the Knicks, right, you're gonna look to Zach Levine as the number one guy.
No, no. But I also feel like, again, the way that he plays throughout his career, at some point you have to look at whether or not that has its place in the organization as it stands. If you're talking about, okay, you don't want to do the isolation plays, fans despise the isolation plays. They don't even want Brunson doing the isolation plays, even at his success,
Dribble,
right?
dribble, 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 dribble,
you
dribble,
don't, you don't want to
dribble,
see
dribble,
that.
dribble,
You don't
dribble,
want to see
dribble, dribble.
Julius Randle dribble into a fall away baseline jumper that clanks every time,
So
right?
DSJ,
You
whose
don't want
numbers
to
do
see
I
that.
have on the screen? Do you know whose numbers I have on the screen right now?
No,
I
but
changed, I changed the screen, right? Right, I changed it. Corey Lee, you know whose numbers I have on the screen right now?
probably Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. And close
I was just
games,
about to say that.
and close game. I mean, less than 3 minutes of a game. Donovan Mitchell 44.5. Zach Lavine was 47%. Right, leads one way or the other. 5 close games though. Donovan Mitchell shoots 50% and 43.6% from three in close games. Less than the less than 5 points one way or the other. He's damn near 44% from three and 50% from the floor. And his assist percentage is less than Zach Lavine's.
I
It's
expect that
amazing
from
when
him.
you is
I
it's a
expect that.
yeah. And see, the thing is in tight games, Donovan Mitchell might be the best player, but in clutch moments, Zach LaVine is the better player. Who would have imagined that, right? And less than 3 minutes left in the quarter, Zach LaVine is the better player. And what you want to do is think about team construction. And I'm gonna put Devin Booker's numbers up too, because I think Devin Booker's numbers are really gonna shock everybody. Devin Booker's numbers are gonna shock the world. Devin Booker's numbers are crazy, bananas. So let me see here. All right, let me go back up here and find Devin Booker's numbers. I had them, and then this stupid thing pop up. So these are Devin Booker's numbers in that same stretch. Devin Booker is better later in games. Um, um, but in close games, Devin Booker is better than both. 51.2%. But man, I mean, I want to show you the fourth quarter assisted thing. I think that was a thing that he learned from. The fourth quarter, his shots are assisted on 44.6% of the time. And he's grown as a player. He does share the basketball and shares it with others. Yeah. At least, should we add a control? Should we add a variable?
I don't see it. I mean,
I'm I'm gonna add a go ahead and talk, bro. I'm gonna add a variable. I'm gonna look up Jalen Brunson's number.
yeah.
You don't know the funny thing about all this is though, right? As far as like the Devin Booker situation, um, again, team statistics, right? Those numbers individually make sense, but team statistics in the fourth quarter this season for the Phoenix Suns, weren't they getting outscored by 10 points on a regular basis? It was like that not their average?
Ooh, y'all not gonna like these numbers, bro. Y'all are not gonna like these numbers, bro. For all that pounding the table we did, Zach Lavine, Donovan Mitchell, and Devin Booker are better than Jalen Brunson in these moments. Less than 3 minutes to go in the quarter, Jalen Brunson is shooting 44% from the floor, bro. Zach Lavine is shooting in that 47 range. And in that same amount of time, to close out quarters, Jalen Brunson is shooting 31.4% from three. And in close games, Jalen Brunson takes way more shots, but he shoots it at 46%. Devin Booker was at 51%.
Yeah, but we've seen it in real time. It seemed like that's the time when Josh Hart earns his money. In those close games, 5 to 3 minutes left on the clock. It seemed like Jalen Brunson just loses his shooting touch. We've seen it on a number of occasions, including the
Right.
postseason.
Right.
So that's not a shocker. But
Yeah.
again, what I'm looking at is when it came down to Zach Lavine and it came down to Devin Booker, all those statistical numbers in the standings meant absolutely nothing because they were more in the loss columns than the wins columns with those stats.
Right.
And I feel like when it came, even when you bringing up Donovan Mitchell doesn't even have a secondary helper the way those guys do. You got DeMar DeRozan helping out Zach Lavine. You got Kevin Durant helping out Devin Booker.
Right.
So I think the playing field was completely different. If that's based off of just last season's numbers, I don't know if that's last season or just the career.
It is.
But
It is.
okay, so again, like we're trusting, again, Donovan Mitchell to help, what I'm saying, Max Strus get his shot off. And again, we're looking at the fact that Kobe White became a star because Zach LaVine had to be out.
I think the most important thing that we're missing here is the fact that Jalen Brunson's assisted shot percentage is terrible. Jalen Brunson in at the end of games, 23.6% assisted. That's terrible, bro.
And you know what's so messed up?
Me and
I
Corey
hate
need
to
to do
cut you
that
off.
right now, bro.
I hate to cut you off right now, but this is why I can't stand getting on here sometimes. I love chopping it up with y'all, and I was only coming on here to defend the emotional shopper thing
Right,
because I'm too cheap to be an emotional shopper,
bro.
and
And
I'm
that's
way
that's
past
why
my
we
break
need to
time.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. No doubt, bro. No doubt, bro. And I'm about to wrap up anyway, bro. I'm about to write because I done got tuck it out, bro. But yeah, with in
Mhm.
close games, 5 points either way. Jalen Brunson, his assist percentage is only 30%. 30%, bro. That means either they pass him the ball and he dribble, or nobody sets Jalen Brunson up. So,
Or a
but anyway,
combination of both.
yeah, it's probably a combination of both, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Yo, the bruh tired, bro. Thank y'all for rocking and hanging out with us. I hate to stat and data people to death, but these are the things that we have to consider when we have these conversations, bro. Instead of just saying parakeeting what Ian Begley said, sometimes we just gotta search for stuff ourselves. Gotta look
Mm.
stuff up. Or rock with a trusted source, somebody that'll show the data and everything so that we can have these unbiased conversations. But thank you everybody for rocking. I'm gonna get out of here. DSJ, Corey Lee, Anthony
Mm.
D, my homeboy Anthony D. Thank you, man. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.